Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel Inner Vision Fitness with Harvey. If you are new to the channel, then welcome along, and if you haven't already, please watch my full disclaimer, and the link for this can be found in the description below. As very briefly, this is purely an inspirational channel to motivate others the importance of fitness for both our physical and mental well-being, and this is done through my vision loss journey. So, in this video, another audio exercise, and it is push-ups on the floor. So in my last video I done wall push-ups, so just upping the level slightly. So as ever, my content is always welcome to anyone that is interested, but I always have the visually impaired community in mind, so hopefully a lot of helpful and useful audio. So push-ups on the floor. Hopefully you'll learn what they are, a couple of variations, standard, wide and diamond, what muscle groups they target, and I will also add in the beginner variation on the knees to make it as inclusive as possible. So hope you enjoy. So push-ups on the floor. It is a very good exercise that can be done very easily in the home, upper body exercise, and all that is needed is some safe, clear floor space. So I'll get started on the demonstrations. So I do this on a rubber matting, and this is for safety and comfort. So to begin, I will firstly lower myself down onto the matting, onto my knees first. So in the video I will do the standard push-up first, doing the beginner variation, then I will move on to the wide, doing beginner, then intermediate, and diamond, beginner, intermediate. So all variations showing both beginner and intermediate variations. So standard, beginner, push up to start. So I'm on my knees and I will stay on my knees for the beginner variation. So I will then reach out in front of me with my hands and place the palms of my hands flat on the floor in front of me. And my palms are going to be shoulder width apart. Then my fingers are going to be pointing straight in front of me, and my fingers are also going to be slightly spread out. And in the exercise, for the standard one, my wrist is going to land directly underneath my shoulders on both sides. So my arm is straight from my shoulder to my wrist, but in the exercise, elbows not locked. So that's the first step. Then, as I say, for the beginner one on the knees, I will stay on my knees, and my feet, the front part of my feet, will just stay relaxed behind me and just sit on the floor, and I can also cross them over if it is more comfortable. So that is the setup, and then I will then move my knees back in position so that my body is straight from my head to my knees. So I'm just getting set up in that position. So then, once I'm in that position, I will then lower my elbows down, and that then brings my body towards the floor. And once I'm about an inch away off the floor, I will then push through the palms of my hands back up to the starting position. And as I say, keeping the body straight from head to my knees. And the standard push-ups work the chest, shoulders and triceps. But it is also good to engage the core and the glutes in the exercise. So by the core, I mean like the stomach muscles, and the glutes, I am referring to the bottom. So engaging the core and the glutes in the exercise. So, and just wanted to add, as I bring the elbows down, not flaring out, so keeping the elbows tucked in. So that is the beginner standard push-up. Then moving on to the more intermediate push-up, standard push-up, I will do more or less the same again. So hands in the same position, but instead of using my knees, the only part of my body contacting the floor is again the palms of my hands, but this time my toes will also contact the floor. So to get into this position, I will put my hands back in that position again, shoulder width apart, this landing directly underneath my shoulders, and stretch back with my legs so that my toes are now contacting the floor, toes tucked under. So I'm now in that position. Then I will lower my elbows down, bringing my body to the floor about an inch away, and push back up to the starting position. Keeping the body straight, this time from head to heel in the exercise. So just trying to include as much information as I can to make it as helpful as possible. And again, engaging the core and the glutes in the exercise. And a good rep count is down for 2 seconds. 1, 2, pause at the bottom, back up, 1, 2. A couple of examples of them. 1, 2, pause, 1, 2. 1, 2, pause, 1, 2. And also keeping the feet together to make it a bit more challenging, but I can also keep the feet maybe slightly apart for more stability. So a lot of information is coming into my mind when I'm doing it, so just trying to include as much as I can. So moving on now to the wide variation. So this time my hands are now going to move slightly wider. So as a rough guide, maybe my hand width further apart on both sides. And then I will do the beginner variation first. So on the knees again, and again keeping the body straight from head to my knees. So just getting in that position, body straight, head to knees, bringing the elbows down, not flaring out. That then brings my body to the floor, then push back up to the starting position. So the wider push-up variation. Like so. Then intermediate one, hands in the same position, and again contacting the floor with my toes and just the palms of my hands. So body straight again from head to heel, feet together for me, and bringing the elbows down, lowering my body to the floor about an inch away, elbows not flailing out, push back up to the starting position. And the wide variation puts more focus on the outer chest, and I can also feel it in the shoulders. Like so. And final variation, most challenging one, is the diamond push-up. So the reason why it is called a diamond push-up is because my thumbs and index fingers form a diamond shape. Now that diamond sits directly underneath my chest. So as I lower myself down, my chest will land just towards that diamond. So I will do the same again, beginner first, on the knees, then to the intermediate level. One. So, diamond one. So, hands back on the floor, forming a diamond shape with the index, fingers and thumbs. So, beginner one, on the knees. So, just getting in position, body straight from head to my knees. And then, once I'm in that position, I will bring the elbows down, and that then lowers my body towards the floor. That diamond will just be under my chest and push back up to the starting position. And as I say, this is the most challenging variation from the ones I'm showing in this video. So, as ever, it all depends on our capabilities and knowing our body. So, lastly, I'll do the diamond one, but for the more intermediate level. So, the most challenging one. So, diamond shape again, that will sit under my chest in the exercise, and then intermediate one, palms contacting the floor, and then stretch my legs out so my toes are contacting the floor and toes tucked under like so. So I'll get in that position like so, and then my elbows, then I lower my elbows to bring my body to the floor, towards the floor about an inch away, then push back up to the starting position. And the diamond push-up puts more focus on the triceps at the back of the arm and the inner chest as well. So, as I say, most challenging. And for the rep count, down for 2, 1, 2, pause at the bottom, 1, 2, back up. And a very good exercise to finish. So that has certainly given me a good workout in the push-ups on the floor. So I hope you also enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and in my next video I have planned to do a keyword video just explaining some of the common keywords such as muscle groups, just so people can have a basic understanding. So look out for that one, and thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.